Hello, welcome to this Friday's Live. I'm so happy you're here. And listen, I just need about the next 5 to 7 minutes of your time. I need you to be focused. Pull out a notebook, the notes app, take some notes. And remember, don't just listen to what I'm telling you, but apply what I'm telling you. So, quick recap. On Wednesday, I told you something that might have sounded a little bold, which is that your environment might be lying to you, not with words, but really what it normalizes. You see, when you're in the same routine, the same circles, the same energy, you start to believe that what's around you is the only thing that's possible. But I'm here to help you see that your surroundings don't define your potential. They just show you where you're starting. And that brings me to my first point, the invisible message. You see, every environment is saying something, even if no one is speaking. Sometimes the loudest message is silence. You see, when no one around you is chasing growth, it can feel like dreaming big is just too much, like you're just doing the most. You see, you start lowering your goals, not because you lack ambition, but because you've been surrounded by hesitation. You see, you get used to hearing, take it slow. That's too risky. No one around here does that. And if you're not careful, you'll believe that message. And even when you know you're built for more. Now, that leads me to my second point, the mental relocation. You see, before you can upgrade your environment, you got to upgrade your thinking. Because let's be honest, a lot of people never leave where they started. Not because they don't have the ability, but because they never gave themselves permission to think bigger. You see, they wait on a better opportunity, a different crew, or the right moment. When in reality, the first shift that needs to happen is internal, is mental. You may not be able to move cities right now. You may not be able to change your friend group or your family dynamic overnight, but you can change what you feed your mind. Start following voices that stretch your thinking, not just hype, but in depth. You see, read stories from people who've done what others said was impossible. Surround yourself with conversations that sharpen your discipline, not just entertain your comfort. Because when your environment gets loud with doubt, noise, and distractions, your mindset has to get louder. And that mindset has to say, even if everything around me stays the same, I won't. I'm gonna say that again. You have to change your mindset, and your new mindset has to tell you that even if everything around me stays the same, I won't. Now, that brings me through my third point. I'm actually kind of flying through this. This is good. Here's what I learned. You need a vision that's bigger than your background, that's bigger than your past, bigger than what's been modeled for you. And let me be real, not everyone is going to understand it. See, some people will question it, others will try to minimize it, and a few might even laugh at it, you know. But that's okay because vision isn't about getting validation. It's about seeing something that doesn't exist yet and having the courage to build it anyway. So you're not here to repeat what everyone else was doing. You're here to break cycles, to raise the bar, to create what's never been created before, even if you have to be the first in your family, in your school, and in your friend group to do it, right? And I'll give you a quick example. When I was getting my degrees, I was while others were taking the summer off and being on the video game, going out to the mall, doing all that type of things, I was inside working. And they didn't understand. They thought I was doing the most too. They thought it don't take all that. But look where I am now. I was able to get my MBA at 18. Also, I was able to finish in half the time. I got an MBA in under 3 months. I got my bachelor's in 1 year. So listen, you have to put in the time no matter what anybody else thinks. Listen, don't water down your goals just to make other people comfortable. They won't be comfortable because they see that you're doing something greater. And they're going to start to feel left behind. But don't shrink your ambition just to blend in with the room. If the room is too small for the vision, build a bigger room. Speak it with boldness. Plan it with clarity. Work it with consistency. Even if nobody claps, you need to keep showing up. Not because of the noise, but because the vision deserves it. And if you're ready to take control of your growth, even when your environment doesn't support it, I want you to check out my book, Graduating Half the Time: The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning. It's all about building discipline, staying focused, and finishing strong, even without perfect conditions, because none of us do. None of us have perfect conditions. We always have things in life that try to distract us. So whether you're a student or someone simply just chasing a goal on your own terms, this book will help you move with purpose. And yeah, you can grab your copy now on Amazon. And to wrap this up, remember your environment may be familiar, but that doesn't make it final. I feel like I need to say that again. Your environment may be familiar, but that doesn't make it final. You have the power to think beyond it, to grow beyond it, and to build something bigger than it. Just because no one else is doing it doesn't mean it can't be done. And that being said, thanks for tapping in today. I'll see you next week for our midweek motivation. And I want to leave this with you: success doesn't shout, it shows up.